for that sohbet and you'll find your answer. Tamam. Başka. You can bring the things.
Nakshibendi order in Turkey. We are taught that Naksibendi Zikr is to be made silently. Why do the Osmanli Naksibendis make loud zikr? Also, why are you located in the United States, and who is your sheikh?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Nakshibendi murid should not be too much concerned with the method. He must understand the hikmat behind the method, behind the action. If you don't understand the hikmah, and especially today, if you don't accept the hikmah, because you say, no, this is the rule. In the first place, tariqat and tasawwuf, it is like a tree. It has roots, but it keeps growing and it keeps changing according to the situation, according to what is needed. The roots are there, the roots never change. Let me give you one example. The Osmanli Naksibendis, for instance. We have pictures of our sheikh everywhere. Pictures of our sheikh, pictures of the awliya Allah, pictures everywhere. So many different jama'ats and different tariqats, they don't understand that, because immediately they are saying, well, there is a law for that, and the law is saying pictures are haram. But you're not understanding the hikmah behind it. Such a way of understanding, we know coming from the Wahhabis, and we accept because they are like that. But coming from people of tasawwuf, who are not understanding the hikmah behind it, then we say, have more intelligence and have more wisdom. Naqshband means to have the naqsh, to have a naqsh, to have a seal, to have a embroidery, to have a seal. I don't want to use the word tattoo. The naqsh of who? Of Allah. How are you going to have the naqsh of Allah? Some people saying because Allah doesn't have a face like in creation, so they say the naqsh of Allah, we're going to imagine alif lam lam ha on our heart. Just concentrate Allah, 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 that is there. But that is, again, it's another thing. It is not the real thing. How are you going to have the naqsh of Allah if you don't have the naqsh of the Prophet ﷺ? Correct? You cannot. Again, how are you going to have the naqsh of your Prophet ﷺ? The naqsh on your heart. What, just by concentrating mim, ha, mim, dal? In the old days, in this order, the murid, he travels hundreds of miles to go see his sheikh, to take bayat. And because he has so prepared himself, he has so cleaned himself, he is like a bunch of very, very dry wood. He is ready. That when he meets his sheikh, the sheikh just gives a little bit of a spark, and the whole bundle of wood just catches into a fire, into flames. Which means that once they are so ready, once they see their Shaykh for the first time, they close their eyes, a Naqsh is already there. And every time they close their eyes, they see nothing but their Shaykh. Because knowing and understanding their Shaykh is going to lead them to the Prophet and to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are people of protocol. We know that is the protocol. Maybe they only see their Shaykh one time, and never again in their whole life they're going to see him, but there is already a Naqsh. Today's murids, we are so weak. We see our Shaykh 24 hours, nothing. But we need to see. We need to see. Especially in these days where shaitan and dunya made their naqsh on our heart every single day. You do something good, you see something very good. Next thing you see something very bad. All the goodness is taken out. All the nur is taken out. So now there is a hikmat to the way that we are doing things. Understanding that the patient, those who are sick, they are not there for the medicine. The medicine is there for the patient. The Shaykh is there. The Shaykh is there not for himself. The Shaykh is there for you, for us. The medicine is for the patient. So now, to get that medicine, to fight against all the other shaitanic naqsh that we are seeing every single day, that we are putting in our minds and in our hearts, to have the picture of our Shaykh, it is necessary. Because he is not reminding us of nafs, of ego, of shaitan, or nothing. It's just of Allah and His Prophet ﷺ. So now there was a law. Silent zikr. Do you know why there was a law? In the Nakshibendi way, why the silent zikr was there? Especially if you put the life of Ahmad Farooqi Sir Hindi, Qadasallahu Sir, Imam Rabbani. That he is the what? Grand Shaykh from the Nakshibendi order. He is the Mujaddid al-Thani. Correct? What did he do? The Nakshibendi order went to Hind and he cleaned up the whole of India, putting real Islam, real Tasawwuf, taking out all other deviant ways that people still had Islam, they still had Tasawwuf, but they made deviation, taking from here, taking from there, adding things, going off all other tariqats. Because things were so corrupted at that time that Imam al-Rabbani, he says the only way that we can fix this is to put very severe laws in order to save the ummah. I'm not saying that silent zikr is from him, but I'm trying to make you understand how laws are put. Yes, laws even inside of tariqah. Because people were off, they were always singing and dancing. They were off dealing with all sorts of knowledges not from this world. Because people were drunk, they were leaving Shariat. Once you leave Shariat, no matter how high your station is, you don't have protection. You leave Shariat, no matter how high your station is spiritually, you think there's no protection, you will fall. That time, you are just going to be tricked by shaitan and your ego, and you're going to trick people around you. One of the Sultan al-Awliya, Abdulkerim Geylani Qaddasallahu Sir, a vision was given to him, not a vision, a reality was given to him when the Maida came, the table filled with food, heavenly food, after he was doing so much riyada and so much worship coming from the paradises. It looks like. And everything was heavenly food on that Maida, on that table. But everything was made from gold and other things, and voice coming saying, "Oh my servant, you have passed your test. Now, the bounty that we have given to our prophets, we're giving to you. Eat from this heavenly food." And Hazrat Abdulkerim Geylani Qaddasallahu Sir, Ghawsul Azam, saying, "Oh, you Melun shaitan, get that out of here." That if any one of us, not a table coming down from gold, not food coming down, if we just see one light here, we get so excited. See one little light there, we get so excited. We say, "Oh, it is prophet. It is angel. It is Allah." What if something like that came to us? We definitely failed the test, but he didn't. He says, "Shaitan, get the hell out of here." To say that, you have to have certainty, because at that station, if it is coming from Allah, and you say that, you have made shirk right away. How did he know? How did he know that this was coming from Shaitan? Because he says, Shariat of the Rasulullah ﷺ, never Prophet ﷺ ate from gold and silver when he is here in this world. So when that came to him to eat, when he is still in this world, he says this must come from Shaitan, not coming from Allah. Meaning there is a Shariat there that protects. So those, at that time, there was no Shariat, because everyone was tariqat, ma'rifat, hakikat, sufiyat, whatever yat they have. They can add on. First thing they do, they say no need Shariat. No need to pray 5 times a day, that's low level. No need to fast, no need to do anything now. Then once there is no Shariat, it becomes very corrupt. Just like that fruit that does not have a skin, the inside, the fruit becomes rotten. It needs the skin to cover, to protect. So Imam Rabbani Qaddasallahu Sir, he says, because everyone has deviated so much, in his Dergahs, in his order at that time, and he was the Grand Sheikh of that order, he says in the Nakshibendi way, no singing, no dancing, no listening to Qawwali. You know that? Only reading Quran, and even the zikir, you're not going to make hadra. It's going to be silent zikir. Because they've deviated so much, now to bring it back, you have to make very strong actions. Now, what is the hikmat of this way that we are saying it loudly? Shaykh Efendi had said this so many times. This is not the first time that is this question. The hikmat is, this is the tariqat that all 40 tariqats they're going to come into. This is the tariqat that all other tariqats, they must come into this way. And this is the tariqat of Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam and Isa alayhi salam. And in their time, the tariqat, just the name, not the way, the name, it will change to Tariqatu Muhammadiyah. It is not that there is no Nakshibendi, no. It doesn't matter, because in the Prophet's time, ﷺ, there was no Nakshibendi. There was no Nakshibendi. Because Nakshibendi is coming from Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, who took it from the Prophet ﷺ. So there is a tariqat of the Prophet, you understand? It had no name in the time of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. Just to put some label there, they call it Siddiqiyah. Then it changed to other grand sheikh. Salman al-Farisi, Salmaniyah. It changed, it kept changing until the permission and the order came with Shaykh Naksibend to say now this way that has always not been concerned with names and labels because the way is more important. Now it is necessary. Before it was not necessary, now it is necessary. Now you must change it to Nakshibendi order until Judgment Day, and this is what we are doing. So the silent zikr, it was necessary then, but now for the time of Mahdi alayhi salam, for the time of this Dajjalic era, it is necessary now to say a loud zikr, to pull people. It is not just Nakshibendi that is mainly in, say, India, or mainly it is in Turkey, mainly it is here, mainly it is, no. Now it is like the first, like the time of the Prophet ﷺ, it is open to the whole world, and now it is open to everyone. And for that reason, there are people who come, coming from Islamic backgrounds, people who come not from Islamic backgrounds. There are people who have some knowledge, people who don't have. Now it is necessary to have a loud zikr so that everyone can participate. And everyone participating knowing that the loud zikr, it is necessary for these times because everything in this world now, it is very loud. Whether visually or verbally or imagistically, everything is very big and very loud, but it's all coming not from Rahman, it's coming from Shaitan. To fight against that, because the murids, Nakshibendi is also, so much loudness is coming and it is disturbing the heart. It is not easy to make. The sheikhs, they do silent zikr, of course. But to combat against that loudness, against that noise, you have to have the voice of the zikrullah, that you start changing the way that you are hearing, changing the way that you are moving, changing the way that you're speaking. So it is necessary to have it in a physical way. Of course, we are here in the United States because of the prayers and the wishes and the order of the awliya Allah. Islam will rise from the west. The sun is going to rise from the west. And the United States will have a very big role to play in the fight against good and evil that is going to come. Don't look at the present situation. And our Shaykh is SahibulSaif, Shaykh Abdulkerim al-Kibrisi Rabbani, a Khalifah of Shaykh Maulana Muhammad Nazim al-Hakkani. We are following him. We have always been following him. He is following Shaykh Maulana. And he is preparing us for the time of Mahdi alayhi salam, to make our today better than yesterday and our tomorrow better than today. For us in these days of fitna and dirtiness to come on top of a mountain, to run away from this dunya and to run away from our ego. But at the same time, on top of a mountain, to watch and to bear witness what this world is going through and to look at ourselves, to understand what we are going through and to fix ourselves. Following the advice of the Prophet ﷺ, saying in the Akhir Zaman, don't run around too much. The person who has the most faith is the one who's going to come to the top of a mountain with one sheep, and he's going to wait and prepare himself until Sahibu Zaman appears. Our Jamaat is international because our Shaykh, he is an Osmanli. And the Osmanlis, they were not nationalists. They were just like the Sahabi Kiram, who were international. Because now, Islam also, and Tasawwuf, it has a beginning. It has a past, it has a present, and it also has a future. But so many don't know that. There's no vision, and there's no secret. Understanding now what is our next step. Not just personally or as a community, what is the next step of this world? How is the world, what is the world going to enter into? And what is our role in that, and what we have to do? We are here preparing for that. And may Allah accept our weak service. Our way, it is open. Our Dergah, it is open for Muslim, Christian, Jew, believer, unbeliever, Hindu, Buddhist, it doesn't matter. We are here. We are not hating anyone, and we are not asking for any power or any violence or any force on anything. We are inviting people to come. You like, you come. You don't like, you stay. Welcome to those who come, and farewell to those who leave. وَمِنَ اللَّهُ تَوْفِيقٌ الْفَاتِحَةِ. Amin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This much is enough, inshallah rahman. If you have any questions, maybe we'll answer tomorrow. May Allah forgive me and bless you. Al-Fatiha. Amin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.